What is good, guys? Today we've got a little bit of running around to do. We've got to get the new door and front bumper to Okachan at Yashio factory for the guys who are fixing the Skyline. We're also going to get a bit of an update on that, so that's going to be great. But before we do anything else, I just want to say another massive thank you to Albo from Drift Hunter on YouTube for letting me use his WRX today. It's a huge help. I was going to have to either hire something to be able to take the front bumper and stuff like that to Okachan. So, dude, thank you so much. And if you don't already follow him or you're not subscribed to him on YouTube, go check him out. It's just Drift Hunter. Type that in the search bar on YouTube. You'll find him. Really awesome content. But yeah, anyways, moving on. Right now, I've got to send a whole bunch of Yashio factory orders. You guys just keep placing more and more orders for those hoodies. So we're going to also be picking up some more of that today. But right now, we got to drop this off to the post office. So let's get started. Seriously though, like these are all the crazy orders and it just keeps going on. And there's boxes even down there and stuffed in there. So many orders. And then guys, thank you so much for all the SAMMIT sticker purchases as well. Make sure if you don't have one already, you get them. All funds from these will be going to repairing the Skyline. So link in the description, get yourself one. All right guys, so we got the front bar for the 33.4 in here. And in all honesty, I can't believe it fits. I was really skeptical because obviously the WRX is much smaller than my Skyline, but it fits the bar perfect. Closes here, doesn't even touch the glass. And over here, just like look at it, it's just in there on the perfect angle. It's up here like with a little bit of room against the dash and everything, and the door closes totally fine. How good is that? Now we just got to get the passenger door, which I'm 90% sure will fit in the boot. I'll quickly go grab it. We'll do that now. We need to obviously put down some blankets and stuff so it doesn't rub on anything, but I think we've really lucked out on this, guys. This is awesome. All right, so I actually underestimated how big the Skyline door is, but we got it in the car. I got some pillows and everything in there behind there and got tarps under it so it's not damaging any interior and stuff. So really lucky, and also just really amazed that I could fit all of this inside this WRX. But that's where we're at. I'm gonna go inside, quickly eat some lunch, and then we're gonna venture out to Yashio factory. All right, so just leaving now to head to Yashio factory. We should get there within the hour. Got myself one of these lemon drinks to try and stop me from getting any more sick than I am, because I got a bit of a light cold and hay fever and stuff, so it's always good to try and stay healthy. I really recommend these things, honestly. If ever you're here in Japan, you're doing a whole bunch of traveling, this is really good to keep your vitamin C up, stop you from getting sick and a cold. Anyways, we're gonna head, jump on the highway, see if we find any cool cars on the way there, and hopefully I don't have to slam on my brakes and cop a door in the back of the head. Tadaima, I'm home again. I've been here like every day for the last few weeks. Oh man, I don't hate it though, I love it. Where's my car at? Okachan's putting a new exhaust manifold on this S15 they're working on. And this is a very common issue with all S15 factory manifolds. They crack right here on the 4th cylinder and always just break off. It's super common, only seems to happen on the 15s. The 14s and 13s never really got this issue. They did crack, but they never like completely snapped like this. But it's a very big comment on the S15s, and that's why actually I've seen at least like 7 to 8 customers come into Okachan's workshop with the same issue that have all gone and gotten his exhaust manifold. So there you go, common issue for the S15. So I'm going over Albo's car for him because it's been idling funny and it's over boosting, and I found that this little vac line connector here was like completely snapped off, right? And then I started digging around and I found that all of his vac lines, so there's a little other fitting where it's snapped off if it focuses, all of his vac lines are so hard and brittle. Look at this, they just break. And they're all like split and everything everywhere. So the thing's just leaking vacuum, not idling right. And now because the actuator on the turbo doesn't have a proper boost reference, it's just over boosting like as if it's got a boost controller or a bleed valve in there. So we're gonna fix all that up for him, and Okachan's gonna check it all out for me as well while he's here. And hopefully none of his like, you know, joiners and stuff like this are broken, because like things like this one here on the Subaru where it goes from small to big, they're a bit hard to get hold of. So hopefully they don't break when we try and take the old one off, and might try and heat it up with a lighter or something just so it's a bit more malleable and softer. But Subarus, man, pain in the butt to get to vac lines, especially with the turbo in the back there. But each to their own, I guess. Anyways, we'll get this sorted out. Okay, so I managed to get the old crusty vac lines off these fittings, and I'm just using a heat gun, heating it up so it gets malleable, and then I'm using the razor blade to cut them and pull them off. I've got to do it to this one still, and this T-fitting here as well, just so we can save all these fittings and not have to replace them. Although ideally they should all be replaced because they're so fragile with all the vac lines like this that it wouldn't surprise me if these are going to crack and split at some point soon as well. So anyways, I'm going to keep doing this. Sorry, it's really cold, I'm shivering. Gonna keep doing this, and then we'll get the car running again, take it for a drive. Okay, so got all the new vac lines run and all replaced. Gonna start it up, make sure it idles good now. Should be all sweet. One thing though I hate about this Subaru is you can't just start it without putting your foot on the clutch. Never owned a car that does that. Whoa. Seems like it's idling much better now. No more vacuum leak. Sweet. All right, so I'm just out test driving the car after I fixed that vac leak, and the car now only makes wastegate pressure, so it feels so slow compared to what it used to be like. So I think Albo's gonna kind of hate me, because I think for a long time now this car's just been bleeding off. Yeah, it only makes like 0.6 boost now, which is where it's supposed to be, right? That's healthy and that's good. But before it was making 1 bar of boost on average, and then it started changing to 1.5 bar, which is just way too much for factory head gaskets and stuff like that, and factory ECU no tune. So he's probably gonna hate me because I made his car slower, but now it's idling fine and running perfect. So yeah, it's like 0.55 bar of boost, which is fine, it's good. Anyways, car's fixed. So then we're gonna go back and hang out with Okachan for a bit more now that the test drive's done, get up to a bit of mischief, and then I'll give you guys an update on the car. Okay, so I'm heading home now, and I had a great time chatting with Okachan and just hanging out with him today. Obviously as well, doing some work on the Subaru, that was a first for me. Who would have thought I would have fixed a Subaru? But in all seriousness, we talked about the car, how much everything's gonna cost and stuff like that. So what I'll do is I'll talk to you guys about everything and give you an update on the car when we get to the end of the video, like I normally do, and just talk to you guys. For now, I'm gonna focus on getting home because we've got a bit of peak traffic. We're looking at, like, Google Maps says like an hour or something before I can get home, 1 hour and 39 minutes, and that's with delays. So it's gonna be a long drive home, unfortunately. Before I bring this car back to Albo though, my dad taught me when I was a kid that if ever someone lets you borrow their car, you give it back to them with a full tank of gas. So that's what I'm doing. Full tank of high octane for my buddy Albo. I got you, boy. That's pretty cool. GT3 RS on the back of a tow truck here. Kind of stuck in peak hour traffic, unfortunately, but I mean, it's just because it's that time of day. The bad traffic kind of makes sense now. I have no idea why this guy's just, oh, he's packing up. Maybe, I don't know what happened. Maybe there was a broken down car, but there isn't anymore. And it's time to go. We're free! We're free! Okay, it's time for a vending machine drink, and I feel like a big Mitsuya cider. If I was to explain what they taste like, it's kind of like a really sweet 7-Up. I think that's a pretty good way to explain it. All right, let's do it. And now it's time to crack this puppy open. Hang on, one-handed vlog life. Let's try not drop it. There we go. Alrighty, so I'm at the train station in the passenger seat now, just waiting to grab Albo. And then I think what's happening is we're switching for his Miata, because obviously this is his main daily and car, and I can't obviously take this away from him, but it was great to have it for today and be able to take those parts to Okachan. So that was the main point. I think I just see him. I think I saw someone vlogging. I actually think that was him. Hang on, this will be funny. If he's in full vlog mode right now, this will be hilarious. Let's see, he should, yep, there he is. There he is, he's in full vlog mode. Look at him. This is funny. Should appear here any moment now. There he is. Look at that. Look at that. Talking to himself with a camera. How weird is that? I don't know anyone that does that. That's weird. All right, so I'm hanging out with Albo now, and our mission is to get all of these new rims and tires for his car into his Subaru. And if there's one thing that I'm good at, Albo, is fitting lots of things in small places. So we already proved that today with this, so we're gonna do it again. Let's go. We got everything in, 2 wheels in the back. Got tires in there. It's hard to see, I know it's really dark, but we got tires on the passenger seat, tires on the back seat. And we got another 2 rims over here. What? Another 2 rims there. What do you guys say?
So the funniest part is gonna be fitting you in the Roadster.
Oh, that'll actually be the funniest part. Yeah, let's do that. Somehow I have to fit in this Roadster. It's like the tiniest. Oh man, the seat doesn't go back any further. What? This car's tiny, man. This car is too small. The steering wheel's literally. Oh my gosh. Guys, this is so funny. Like, I wish there was enough light in here to show you where my knees are and how close my head is to the ceiling. Driving Albo's Miata is weird. It's so small. I feel like I'm a clown in a tiny car. So it looks like there's a bit more light here, but you guys see where my legs are? Like, they're literally either side of the steering wheel, super tight. Like, it's not fun. I definitely fit, but barely. And like, my head is literally up here in the roof. Like if this didn't have a hard top, I'd probably be hitting my head and have to be like this driving. It's an experience. It's definitely an experience, but I'm actually enjoying it. The car's kind of a little bit torquey, a little bit of fun. I want to just clutch kick it sideways and see what it does. I could become the new JDM Ricer Miata. It's got a nice ring to it. So that was interesting to drive. I can't wait to do a review on this later and show you guys just in full daylight how I fit in that. It's quite amusing. All right, so I can't remember if I said this already, but we are at SDF, and the boy Denny here, I don't know where he went, but he hooked us up and got Albo's tires fitted. And it is literally like, mind you guys, like this is not normal working hours. It's like 10:47 at night, and Denny's changing tires and mounting them up for us. And as you can see, every time we are at SDF, the place is just crazy busy, cars everywhere. These guys are going to be competing on the weekend, so they're getting all the cars ready and getting ready to have fun with that. But a couple of really nice FDs at the back there. Good times. A couple of nice cars in front of the paint booth as well. Super nice S15. Let's have a quick geezer at that. Looks good. Sweet. Man. Oh, this thing's cool. RV25 chilling in there. Love me some RV stuff. Yeah. Geez, what is this? Is this a Laurel or something? Yeah, I think so. I think it's a Laurel. Can't really tell. I'm not that good by looking at things, but I mean, it's got a dildo shifter, boys, and it's ribbed. But anyways, fun times, right? Okay. This guy wants to race. I reckon we got him in this little Miata. We got him. We got him. I didn't film it for obvious reasons. I needed 2 hands on the wheel, but I got him off the line, and then he just destroyed me in the second gear. The Rexy's so much faster than this thing. This thing's like got nothing, but I definitely think I could get this thing sideways with a bit of speed and a good clutch kick. This thing's fun though. I'm really enjoying driving this around, despite my legs are like literally like next to the steering wheel and there's no more movement and my head's touching the roof. But it is what it is, and it's fun, and I'm still really grateful to Albo because he's gonna lend me this until the 33.4 is all fixed. So we're just at this random gas station because the lighting's really good. Albo wants to get some cool photos, I guess. Is this for your thumbnail? Yep. Yep, so this is his thumbnail photo. So that's kind of cool. My thumbnail photo, I'm not even sure what it's gonna be yet. I'll figure it out. Bye, Albo. Have a good night. Champion always hanging out with that guy. All right, time for me to head off. I gotta get home. Mrs. is going, why aren't you home yet? It's 11:30. You know, usual stuff, married life. In all seriousness, I'm having a lot of fun driving this thing. It kind of like reminds me of like a go-kart. Can't wait to do the review video on it. It's gonna be so much fun. Okay, so I've just gotten home and man, that Roadster was so much fun to drive. Kind of understand why so many people like the Miata or the MX-5 or the Roadster, whatever you call it in your country. I understand why they like it now. It's literally like a go-kart. Like, it feels like a go-kart, especially with the name cane grippy tires that Albo has on there. It handles really well. He's got it like kind of like one of those back like cage bar kind of things as well that stiffens up the chassis, so it feels really good. But yeah, no, I think for me to be able to fit in that a little bit better is I just need, because there's no steering column adjustment, right? So if I got a smaller wheel on there and then had a little space there, like a 50 mil spacer, I brought the wheel closer to me, then that would be much more comfortable like for me to drive. I think that'd be super cool. It's like a little go-kart. It's weird, like it's hard to explain, but I kind of want one just to thrash and have fun with. Like, I get that, because it just feels like a go-kart, and that's what you want to do with a go-kart, right? I don't know, I'm ranting. But anyways, obviously today we went to Yashio factory. We dropped off the door on the front bar. Okachan's friend that owns this workshop is fixing my car. They gave us a really good price actually, so hopefully things will work out there. Money wise, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do yet, just because if I was to be quite honest, you know, I just don't have the money there right now, so I'm trying to sell some things probably to be able to pay for that. It is what it is, so you know. Also, I do want to say, like, I've been seeing a whole bunch of sticker orders coming in, and I just want to say a huge thank you to you guys. Every cent from those is going to the 33.4 and getting that thing back on the road and fixed. In Japan, like, you know, if you get damage on your car and stuff like that, like a little bit of damage is okay, but when you've got like panels peeling out and stuff like that, the police will fail your shuck-in, and pretty much you just can't drive around like that. With the moment the cops, you know, see it, they'll pull you over, and it's just a risk, and I don't want to do that, and obviously it's technically illegal, so yeah. And I've only got 1 point left on my license, and I'm still waiting for the letter to come back from the prosecution office. I think they said they'll send me the letter that says when the suspension starts, how much I need to pay for the fine, how many points I lost, and all of that. So we're still waiting for that. They said it could take up to a month, so at least I still have my license at this point in time until that letter comes anyways. But yeah, let's just wrap things up here. I had an amazing day. It was good hanging out with Okachan, hanging out with Albo, getting to drive the Subaru, fix some stuff on the Subaru. We're still going to fix a few other things because there's a couple other vac lines that are really sus. So we'll plan that with him, and I'll probably vlog me fixing that. And then, yeah, getting to drive the Roadster and check out SDF again, and catch up with Danny. I haven't seen that guy in ages. I didn't get to look at my knuckles. I completely forgot to go look at them, but he said they've been there waiting. He's just been so busy. He forgot to reply to my messages asking if they were ready. And as you saw, there was just stuff everywhere there. He is flat chat and just crazy busy. So that's good for business, I guess. Anyways, guys, thanks heaps for watching. Gonna wrap this up here. I will catch you on the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you then. じゃあまたね。